Hello, outdoor enthusiasts. I am here at the compost pile. Lovely place to be. Place of vigor and reproduction and fertility and poop and broken old stuff that you ate once before. And today we are going to crack this baby open. We are going to unleash, after 9 weeks, all of the reproduction and life that has been happening. We are going to turn this compost pile. We are going to make sure that some extra fertilizer is going to go in with it to bulk it up, because remember, our goal with this is to take all that we have done this last year and give it back to our garden. Put it into the soil and let it feed upon our grace and our gifts so that we are giving back. So what is in this pile? You should go and watch the video on what do I put in a compost pile. And I am taking a look at a 9-week-old pile of compost. For the last 9 weeks, I've been putting all of our, that which goes into a compost pile here in this little kind of ramp area. So I throw it off of the top up there and toss it down here. But this area, all the way back to the brick, back by where you are, that is all 9 weeks worth of resting. And so the soil has been resting. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my gloves, because it's very important to have a pair of gloves. You'll want a shovel. You'll want 4 bags of manure or mushroom compost. If you can get that, that's really good, because it's got a lot of psyllium in it. That'll be for later. And then what you're going to do is you need a spade shovel. The spade shovel is piercing, so it wedges in, and so you're able to break ground. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the next little bit of time, and I'm going to take this, and I'm going to pull it this way. And let's see what we can find. So this is like opening up a treasure box that's 9 weeks old. It's like a time space. So I'll fast forward it as this thing grows on, and you'll be able to watch me kind of go through this process of turning it. Basically, I've been working on this for a whole year, turning it probably once a month. And by turning it once a month, I mean do exactly what I'm doing right now. And so I'm taking all the stuff that has settled to the bottom, and I'm turning it over, and I'm making some of the old mixed with the new so that there is a breathability. Sometimes it breaks off in really big chunks. Sometimes it just crumbles. You want it to be basically crumbly. My friend Michelle, she's an outdoor enthusiast for sure. She is super stoked about making sure that you know that you have both green matter, which is pretty obvious what we're doing right now, and then you also want to make sure that you have brown matter, which is some dead stuff as well, stuff that gives breathability to the living, breathing work that we're doing here. So you can put in things like your family's coffee filters. You can put things in like some of, let me say that again, some of your leaves from the fall. I usually leave a big pile of leaves just over here so I can rake some of that in every once in a while, because that just gives space within the compost for the wormies to find ways to get through. And then you're also turning over all the good stuff that you've been so blessed to have on your dinner table, and you're giving it back. It's like having a picnic with your garden.
So I'm going to keep working on this. I come up with some idea to slow down, but beyond that, what you want to do is just make some turns. Now. Love that sound. Oh, this is just good black dirt.
All right, so hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, so right now I want to show you that now that I've pulled some of this up, it's starting to kind of fluff. And that's good, because you're getting air into it. You're letting all of the animals get a little bit more oxygen. But then I'm also going to be putting in some compost and manure. And what that is a mixture of chicken poop and some other items of breakdown, maybe some cow poop. But you'll see that it's a little stinky. But compost means that it's breaking down. That smell are gases that are being released. Kind of like when you do that, you know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some of this compost in and mix it in with my compost. What that'll do is bring a new layer of some really rich, vitamin-strong, mineral-strong earth, so that we're mixing that in, so that we have a little bit more. So, enjoy the sound. Hey, wait, hey. Got ya? Hey, stop, hey. Okay, cool. So, oh my goodness. Look at the pile. Look at the pile of good, rich soil and earth that I have just dug up. You want to know another thing that you've got to have on every job when you're out here? Any creative endeavor? You got to have water, man. You got to have water. Just like all this earth. In order for it to breathe and exist, it's got to have moisture. It's got to have water. That brings life to it. Seeing some centipedes and some really nice potato bugs and flippy floppies and reds and potato bugs just flipping around trying to make sense of all the confusion that I just created. You have to understand that pretty much what I've just done is I have, for an entire generation, everybody previous probably had died, and a whole generation probably heard stories about the great earthquake, the great change, the great massive overcoming, and they didn't believe that it was coming. And then I did that. Wow, check this out. This is a pretty cool bug. Check this out. Look at that. That is a grub. That is a grub. It's moving and it's just trying. It's almost whatever it is. Almost whatever it is. It kind of looks like it could potentially be, maybe a cicada. Maybe. But we'll have to wait and find out. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. He's just been in there sleeping all winter long. So absolutely wonderful. I'll rest him in there and hope that he'll be able to dig himself out. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, it is the circle of life. I'm going to add another bag of compost and manure into the actual pit of that space so that as I pull this over, it's going to have another layer of that, and our Mr. Grubman is going to probably be really happy when he wakes up and comes out and is able to feast on some of that good manure and compost. Pretty fun, huh? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in, and then I'm going to fold this all back. So, make yourself at home, relax, enjoy a little bit of nature, and enjoy the song.
Oh, you did smash it down before. Yeah, throw it in. Ah, a pile of cute. Make sure that stuff gets into a garbage can so it doesn't float downstream. Make sure that you get that, mix it in, and then you start. It has been about a 17-minute experience. This is a good exercise, very good exercise. And now, what I'm going to do is as we are ready for an adventure, I'm going to teach Jennifer, who's going to be spending time here, where she can put all of her wormies, all of her food, scraps. And then, when I come back in another 8 weeks, this will be ready to be put onto the garden beds. Oh, it's such a patient and beautiful experience. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for being here. I want to thank you for participating in the world that surrounds you. Go and talk to your family about the benefits. Maybe have them see it. If you've got some friends who are thinking about doing a little bit of a garden club at school or something, maybe you should share this with them. Any science Olympiaders out there? Yeah, you know who you are. Well, it has been really wonderful. I am super sweaty, and I am super ready for a nap, because it's Saturday, right after school got out, and I can do that. And I'm going to take an opportunity to rest and relax. Remember, the more you put in, the more will come back over time, and probably not the way you expect it. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating. Thank you for involving yourself, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And until next time, I love you. Now get
out of here.